Yo, what's good, guys? We're back at it again with another MLB The Show video for you guys, and today is our first MLB The Show 25 video. I've been kind of keeping it low-key, letting stuff come out, but now I want to kind of go over what we have seen so far and what we will see in the future, as well as kind of what edition I think is going to be the most worth getting, and kind of go over a lot of stuff like that. So real quick before we get into it, if you guys have not already liked and subscribed to the channel, and you watch all the videos and you want to keep up to date with everything MLB The Show 25, I would urge you to do that, as well as apparently I've been in contact with SDS and they want to give me some copies to give away to you guys before launch night. So hopefully you guys can win some of those and not have to pay $100 or sell, whatever you do with the code after I give it to you, that's your business. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So we've kind of already seen some stuff. It is currently the 12th as of me recording this. So this is the day before we get our feature premiere on gameplay. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. I think we've kind of already seen the marquee features from this year in the deep dive gameplay. And we won't see a ton. We'll get some Road to the Show stuff. They've been saying they've overhauled Road to the Show. That's going to be a better, unique experience with some college teams in it. I think you start in high school, go through college, and then get drafted to the pros, obviously. So it should be a more in-depth experience. Me personally, as a Diamond Dynasty only player, really just hoping for a glitch to make a lot of stubs personally. But if you are a Road to the Show player, hopefully it will be overhauled to suit your needs better, as well as franchise is supposed to be getting improved. I don't think it's getting overhauled like Road to the Show, but they should see some improvements, as well as storylines will be back. And then more towards launch date, we'll get some Diamond Dynasty stuff. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. So that's that. I want to find the deep dive gameplay video, as well as kind of go over some legends here. So we can see Manny Ramirez officially confirmed so far. This is the biggest name that we've gotten, more or less. Nutsy here on Twitter, if you want to kind of keep up with everything MLB Show, he does a pretty good job of it, as well as Scan. So we can see we have an insider with Forbes here. It says Manny Ramirez, Clemens, Bell, they will all be in the game, and there is a decent chance at Nomar, Ichiro, and Oscar Charleston. I guess I'm not a ball knower, not 100% sure who that is. Maybe I need to go educate myself. But maybe Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod would be huge. It's just a lot of people think he would be kind of one of the cover athletes, or teased a lot if they did get such a big name. However, for me personally, I think the steroid stuff would turn some people off, so he might not be cover athlete material, but me personally, I would love Alex Rodriguez to be in the game. Talk about the perfect Diamond Dynasty shortstop. That would be him. As well as there was some rumors earlier in the year about Barry Bonds. It's not looking great. It's looking pretty bleak for that. So I wouldn't count on it, but I think Ichiro is a pretty good lock. I think he's been in the game before, and Ramirez, Clemens, and Nomar would be very nice legends to get as well. Hopefully, there's just not too many leaving as well. MLB The Show typically doesn't do a great job with legend retention. You know, we had Kirk Gibson for 1 year, and then he was out. Lost Yogi Berra, potentially the greatest catcher of all time. The list goes on and on for players they lose each year. So hopefully we can keep a lot. And now I want to go over the gameplay deep dive. You guys have seen it already.
MLB The Show fans,
from
we've
now,
heard your feet.
you'll be able to skip, and we'll get on to some other stuff. But for you guys that haven't seen it, we're gonna go over it now. Ambush hitting, new feature for them. You guess left or right, inside, outside of the plate, and your reward is bigger timing windows and a bigger PCI. Your punishment, smaller windows, smaller PCI. Pretty straightforward. I don't think it's gonna be great online. I just see it being annoying online. I think it's gonna be super annoying to play against. So we also have different reaction times. I think blue's perfect, green is normal, and red is bad. Or red or yellow are bad. So you can see kind of, different filters getting different reactions here. Gonna be annoying, not gonna lie. It's gonna be very annoying, but it will kind of put more of a priority on defense. The problem is that early game in Diamond Dynasty, you're just not getting those 5 tool players. You're not even really getting those 4 tool players. So for DD, this is gonna make it very annoying. New difficulty. People have been wanting this, and by people, I mean very, very top end players. I don't think anybody else was asking for this. It's basically gonna make the game somewhat realistic. I believe hitting on Legend was like the equivalent of hitting 85 in real life, reaction time wise. Obviously not skill wise, but reaction time wise. So GOAT probably gonna be like hitting 90, 95-mile-an-hour fastballs. It's not gonna be fun. It's going to absolutely suck because there will probably be some GOAT moments in the extreme or something like that. So that's not gonna be fun. Home run robbery animations have been overhauled. I do like this because in the past it just feels kind of random. It's floaty. A lot of times you don't even get a jump animation at the wall. This at least guarantees that you try to rob it, and they say it's more so dependent on your fielder's fielding, basically. Throw accuracy meters overhauled a little bit. The blue window is on the far side of your throwing meter now, so if you mess up at all, it's going to be an inaccurate, like so. Not sure how easy this will be, right? Because when we got our perfect throw meter like 2 years ago, a lot of people made a big deal out of it. For top end guys, it became pretty routine. You know, you throw the ball in from the outfield perfect to the cut, and then you throw it home perfect from the cut. And you know, you more or less expected good players to hit perfect throws. This might kind of shuffle that up a little bit. And then at the very end there, they did talk about kind of the movement being more realistic. So I don't know if that means there's going to be more running styles or something like that. Kind of opens the door for like a 2K thing where there's like animation gating. Not a huge fan of that. We'll see if that even matters at all. Could definitely matter, because if you guys did not know, it's next gen only this year, which does kind of suck for old gen, current gen, whatever you want to call it. People, it does kind of, you know, bar off a part of the community, but I also get it because that part of the community is holding back the game's development because it has to be compatible on those older builds. So hopefully we kind of see a step forward, if not this year, next year, in just hitting engine, graphics, all of the above. They have shown graphics. A lot of people weren't super happy about it. It is improved graphics, but it's not anything groundbreaking. So next up, I want to go over Scan's account real quick. Scan pretty much posts everything you could possibly want about the game. He posts old stuff about the game. He posts side-by-sides. These are the graphics everybody's talking about. That's last year. This is this year. Slight improvement. Maybe you could argue it's mostly just a lighting change. But overall, I would say it's slightly better. And then he just kind of goes over some other stuff. So if you want to stay up to date, pretty good one here. You can see the reaction times here, so that's perfect. That's an average reaction that most fielders should be able to get. And then you have Corey Seager, who ironically had the best defensive year of his career last year, but they're showing as the worst fielder. So that's a little goofy, but it is what it is. So I believe, yeah, that's the same one. So ambush hitting is kind of the, you know, word on the street right now. It's what everybody's talking about. I do think it looks pretty annoying. You are going to play people that only ambush hit, that just sit inside for the whole game. And in theory, they will be punished for that. I don't know how much so, but at least to some degree, it will be harder for them to hit outside pitches. If you're like me, you already know those high difficulties. It's pretty hard when you're hitting outlier fastballs from inside to outside to get kind of consistently the right timing on that. So ambush hitting is just going to hurt you there more. And also, I feel like a lot of top end players already kind of ambush hit. I've seen this argument as well, as to where most players are kind of already kind of picking a wheelhouse to be swinging at, and they're putting their PCI more or less there. And so they're already getting punished. So I'm not sure if ambush hitting will get used. It might go the way of like power swinging, where it's just useless and nobody ever does it. But in general, seems like a cool feature. People want innovation. They don't care if the innovation is going to be good or not. They just want innovation. So at least they are kind of trying that. Next up, I want to go over kind of the additions of the game and kind of give my Xbox people a pat on the shoulder and some bad news. So MLB The Show will no longer be on Game Pass day one. It might be on Game Pass later in the year. Who knows? But day one, it will not be. So we are not getting the game for free anymore on Xbox with Game Pass. Was one of the better deals in all of gaming. You were getting more or less a AAA title for free on the day it came out. And if you wanted to play the game early, you gave them a little extra money on the side, and you could do that. Unfortunately, that is gone now. So if you are on Xbox, you are going to have to buy the game. But like I said, I should have some codes to give out this year. So if you're part of the community, maybe we can bless you on launch night or even before that if they are deluxe edition codes. We'll see how it is. So the standard edition, you're just gonna pre-order the game. You're gonna get gold choice pack. Wouldn't put too much weight into this. It's basically worthless. Um, with sets being gone, live series will be a little more prominent, and doing the live series will be more important. But this one gold card will probably be replaced in your lineup within the first week, if not a couple weeks, by program cards and team affinity cards and stuff like that. So it's not the end of the world to get this. These 5 packs, you might pull Mike Trout, you might pull nothing. It's just kind of how it is. So I wouldn't put too much value on this. If you just want to sit here and wait and see how the game is and see what people are saying about it and probably miss the night one servers being down, that always happens. I can't fault you for that, and you can just wait. It's not like it's going to be more. It's not like you're missing out on a ton. Next edition, $100 digital deluxe edition. There may be like a Legends edition like they usually do. That's like $120 with like a steel case and a Coach doll and all that. Not 100% sure about that. But for now, what we have is this digital deluxe edition. So this is where the bang for your buck's going to be. This is where if you were one of those Game Pass people that paid the extra $40 to play the game early, this is probably more so up your alley. But if you do want to wait, I do understand that. However, I would say if you're going to buy the base game and buy stubs at some point for Diamond Dynasty, might as well get this edition. It kind of pays for itself because you're on the game 4 days early when the market's kind of inflated and everything you pull is worth something. So it kind of pays for itself that way as well. You're getting 20 MLB The Show packs. That's going to be 1,500 a pack. So that's a good amount of stubs basically right there. You're getting 5 gold choice packs, which is the same as what you got for pre-ordering the first game, but at least this gives you half a starting lineup of gold cards. So that's a little more valuable than what it was. 20th anniversary pack. This will be like the King Griffey pre-order pack from last year. So, if those cards go into a collection, if they're auctionable, that's like a 20K, 40K value worth of pack right there. You're also getting 20,000 stubs there. Equipment pack, pretty much useless unless grinding Road to the Show gets you something crazy. Double dailies, completely useless. I did not pull a diamond this year. I don't think I pulled a diamond last year, so I wouldn't put a ton of weight on them. It gives you a small chance, but it's not really worth it. And then 1 cover athlete bat skin. In the past, when you could use created players in Diamond Dynasty, that would be a selling point. Not really anymore. So overall, I'd say you're getting like $30, $40 worth of value just out of that. So if you are going to spend money on the game to get stubs and stuff, this is probably the edition that's worth buying anyway for you. And like I said, we'll probably have some codes to give out, hopefully, if SDS hold up their end of that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I wanted to talk about. Stay tuned. We'll have a better idea of, who all is in this 20th edition pack. I wouldn't urge any of you guys to go out and pre-order right now when we don't know what the game's going to look like. We don't know what the gameplay is going to look like and stuff. Like I said, kind of keep your eye out for this feature premiere, which will be the day after I'm recording this. So we'll have a little better knowledge on gameplay. And then after that, Diamond Dynasty stuff will come out that we're all looking forward to, I'm sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I kind of covered everything that you had questions about. If not, there's always a reason why the comments are there. Till next time, peace.